A distress call echoed across the stars from Velari Prime, a peaceful colony under pirate attack. Their cities burned, skies filled with enemy ships, and no one came to help. The Velari were healers, not fighters. They waited with fading hope, watching the stars for salvation. Then, one silent night, a massive ship appeared. It was not Velari, not pirate, it was human. Its hull was black, its weapons armed. It said nothing, just hovered, watching, waiting. The Velari felt no comfort, only fear. Was this rescue, or the beginning of something far worse? The galaxy had changed, and they knew it. The human ship stayed above Velari Prime like a shadow that wouldn't leave. It didn't answer messages. It didn't fire. It just watched. Days passed. The pirates grew nervous. They sent a warning shot toward the human ship. That was a mistake. In seconds, the sky lit up. The human vessel unleashed fire and thunder. Pirate ships exploded one by one, with no chance to run. The Velari watched in silence, frozen with shock. The humans weren't diplomats. They weren't here to talk. They had come for war. But the question still burned in every mind. Why were they really here? When the smoke cleared, the pirates were gone, wiped from the sky like dust. The human ship still hovered, silent and cold. No message, no face, just presence. Then, smaller crafts dropped from its belly, landing outside Velari cities. The Velari didn't know if they should run or bow. The doors opened slowly, and armored humans stepped out. Their armor was thick, scared by battles across galaxies. Their faces were hidden. One of them placed a strange black device on the ground. It hummed, scanned, then spoke in their language. This world is under Deathworlder protection now. But what did that mean? The Velari gathered, frightened and confused. What was a Deathworlder? Why were these humans protecting them? The armored soldiers didn't explain. They moved fast, setting up machines, scanning buildings, and securing the area. They gave no smiles, no comfort, just orders. Stay inside at night. Don't approach the machines. Obey. The Velari obeyed, but whispers spread. Some said the humans were building weapons. Others said they were watching for something worse. One elder asked a soldier, "Why are you helping us?" The soldier paused, then answered coldly, "We're not here to help. We're here to prepare." For what? No one dared ask. At night, strange sounds echoed from the forests outside the Velari cities. Booms, growls, metal grinding against stone. The sky shimmered with strange lights as human machines dug deep into the ground. The Velari stayed inside, just like they were told. But fear grew. What were the humans doing out there? A young Velari sneaked out to follow them. What he saw chilled his blood. Giant machines, digging bunkers, planting towers that aimed at the stars. The humans weren't just defending Velari Prime. They were turning it into a fortress. But against what? What enemy needed such terrifying preparation? The truth was coming. 4:00. The next morning, the sky changed. A red tear opened above the planet, like space itself was bleeding. The Velari screamed. Even the human soldiers froze for a moment. Then alarms blared across the camps. The humans moved fast, locking gates, arming weapons, rushing to battle stations. One soldier looked at the sky and muttered, "They found us." The Velari didn't understand. Who? What was coming? Moments later, black ships unlike anything before poured from the Red Rift. Silent, smooth, alive. The Deathworlders pointed their weapons at the sky. The real enemy had arrived. And Velari Prime was now the front line. The alien ships didn't speak. They didn't warn. They attacked. Beams of dark energy rained down on Velari Prime. But the Deathworlders were ready. Their fortress came alive. Turrets fired from hidden bunkers. Energy shields lit up the skies, and human soldiers roared into battle. The Velari watched in awe and horror. The Deathworlders fought like monsters, fast, brutal, fearless. One human was struck, his armor burning, but he kept moving, dragging the wounded soldier to safety. These were not rescuers. These were survivors of countless wars. And now they fought not for peace, but to make sure the enemy never reached Earth next. Human ships dropped from orbit like falling stars, joining the battle with thunder and fire. The alien invaders, once unstoppable, now faced something they didn't expect. Rage. Pure, human rage. Every shot the Deathworlders fired was precise, deadly, and full of purpose. The ground shook as mechs the size of buildings marched into the fight. One by one, the enemy ships fell. The Velari, hidden in shelters, listened to the chaos above and realized something terrifying. The humans weren't just defending a colony. They were sending a message. This was not just a battle. This was a warning to the entire galaxy. The battle raged for hours, then silence fell. The last of the alien ships burned in the sky, its wreckage falling to the ground below. The Deathworlders stood victorious, but their faces were grim. They had won, yes, but the cost had been high. The Velari, still hidden in their homes, dared not approach. Slowly, the human soldiers began to gather, preparing to leave. The leader of the humans, his face scared and hard, looked toward the Velari city. "We protected you," he said, his voice deep and cold. "But remember this, humanity will not be your savior again. You are not safe from the galaxy, not anymore." And with that, they left.